সবাই
আসসালামু আলাইকুম সবাইকে। আপনারা কেমন আছেন?
আশা করি আপনারা খুব ভালো আছেন। আমরা ভালো আছি আলহামদুলিল্লাহ।
আরো একটা লাইভ পডকাস্টে আপনাদেরকে স্বাগতম।
হ্যাঁ,
What's the name of our podcast?
the name.
Yeah,
Half Din, Half Drama.
Half a Deen, Half a Drama. তো বন্ধুরা, Half a Deen, Half a Drama পডকাস্টে আপনাদেরকে ওয়েলকাম। আমি এটা
Episode 2.
এপিসোড 2, হ্যাঁ। ফার্স্ট এপিসোড যদি না দেখে থাকেন অবশ্যই দেখবেন, কারণ ওইখানে আমরা ডিসকাস করছি হোয়াট ইজ বিফোর দ্য ম্যারেজ, লাইক অল দ্য ড্রামা অ্যান্ড এভরিথিং বিফোর ম্যারেজ।
যদি আপনারা ইংলিশ জানে তাহলে stick around. যদি আপনারা ইংলিশ জানি না তাহলে জানি না কি go to sleep. If you don't know, don't waste your
কথা হলো কি, যদি আপনার আমাদের পডকাস্টটা হবে ইংলিশে, কারণ আমাদের টার্গেটটা হলো যাতে সবাই এই এই ছোট্ট ডিসকাশন থেকে একটা বেনিফিটেড হইতে পারে, এই কারণে। তো যদি ইংলিশ বুঝতে সমস্যা হয় হয়তোবা ক্যাপশন অন করে শুনতে পারবেন। আর কারো টাইম ওয়েস্ট করবো না, আগে থেকেই বলতেছি। যদি কোনো কোয়েশ্চেন থাকে অবশ্যই কোয়েশ্চেনগুলো করবেন কমেন্ট সেকশনে, কারণ ওই কোয়েশ্চেনগুলো থেকে কিন্তু আমরা অনেক আনসার নেক্সট এপিসোড বা সামনের কোনো এপিসোডে আমরা দেওয়ার চেষ্টা করব। তো আপনারা কোয়েশ্চেন করতে অবশ্যই ভুলবেন না, কারণ স্পেশালি যখন আপনি পডকাস্টটা শুনবেন, আমাদের কোয়েশ্চেন আনসার, আমাদের নিজেদের মধ্যে কথোপকথন শুনবেন, অনেকগুলো কোয়েশ্চেন আসবে, স্পেশালি আমাদের ম্যারেজ রিলেটেড। কেন আলহামদুলিল্লাহ এই রিলেশনটা 15 ইয়ার্স কন্টিনিউ করতেছে অ্যান্ড আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ইজ গোয়িং ওয়েল। আমরা শেয়ার করতেছি এই কারণে যাতে ইয়াংস্টার্সরা এখান থেকে বা যারা নতুন ম্যারেজ বন্ডে আসতেছে তারা যাতে এখান থেকে বেনিফিটেড হইতে পারে, এই কারণে শেয়ার করতেছি। ইটস নট লাইক শোয়িং অফ অর এনিথিং।
No, definitely. It's
ঠিক না?
sharing. It's sharing how we do it,
তো
make it
আমরা
work.
স্টার্ট করতেছি এই পডকাস্টের যে ইংলিশ ভার্সনটা ইজ গোনা গো এভরিওয়্যার, সো উই উইল আপলোড ইট in English in other platforms, so we have to start from now inshallah. We're gonna do another intro in English and we'll start from there. I'm just gonna leave the comment section open so we
That's
can
fine.
always see the comments. তো বন্ধুরা, আমরা কমেন্ট সেকশন এখানে অন করে রাখতেছি, তো আপনারা কমেন্ট করলে আমরা দেখতে পাবো। ওই রিলেটেড যদি আমরা আনসার মাথার মধ্যে থাকে অবশ্যই সাথে সাথে অ্যাড্রেস করব, আর না হলে নেক্সট এই সেম রিলেটেড টপিকে যদি কোয়েশ্চেন না হয় তাহলে আমরা নেক্সট পডকাস্টে ওইটা অ্যাড্রেস করার চেষ্টা করবো ইনশাল্লাহ, সামনের কোনো একটা পডকাস্টে।
Try and answer, inshallah, yeah, to those questions. It's important.
Many people said সালাম আলাইকুম।
Walaikum salam.
অবশ্যই ওয়ালাইকুম সালাম। আপনারা আশা করি সবাই ভালো আছেন। Okay, let's do the English introduction now, okay?
You know, in our brain right now is a bit of a mixture. Like right now, I'm like Bangla or English. You know, got to switch. Okay, let's switch.
Yeah. Okay. Let me double check on the phone. Because it's always a bit of hectic situation with live.
Yeah.
This is why sometimes I prefer doing not live. Yeah, it's loud and clear. I can see.
And people are saying things I can see as well. Walaikum salam. Tumar naam Dexina. I don't see. I can see. But you know, I miss the Bangladeshi people so much. I miss doing lives in the kitchen, cooking with Amu.
Yeah. So, doing live. You do you miss doing live?
I miss doing live,
Oh,
definitely.
come on. Not me.
I love lives. Yeah, I miss Bangladeshi
Okay.
people.
Shall I do the English introduction?
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to our second episode of Half a Deen, Half a Drama.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
How are you guys? Everyone okay? It's like a conversation, yeah?
Yeah.
No. Why are you having conversation with outside people? Because
Yeah.
I have a guest here. You know, like
Yeah.
we are not used to, especially me as a vlogger talking in front of the camera all the time. Like when I have a guest, sometimes I feel like,
Yeah.
you know, when I first started vlogging, my struggle was looking at the camera and talking.
Mm-hmm.
And nowadays, difficulty is like looking at you and talking. I start
Right.
speaking in front of the
Wow.
camera.
You see that's not
Yeah.
that's not a
So-
good thing, because we're losing that
Yeah.
person to person connection.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do
Mm.
again. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Welcome to our second episode of podcast, Half a Deen, Half a Drama. Okay,
Sorry, 1 second. Which camera do I look when I look?
so you can look at me if you want to address people. You can always look there,
There. Okay.
and
That's
you
fine.
know, we have too many cameras as well. So
Yeah. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4.
you don't need to tell people how many cameras you have right
Okay.
now.
Okay.
You know?
It's confusing.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna see some comments. Okay. Yeah. So, Florina, how are you? How is life?
Say welcome back. Nice to be here.
Yeah. I mean, it's you are a guest right
Yeah,
now,
I am a
but
guest.
you are not a guest
I'm a guest in this context. Yes, definitely. I'm
Yeah.
a guest.
because we've been speaking all day.
Yeah.
Not about this topic, but you know, it's a little bit difficult.
I enjoy this. I love it. So today is part 2, right?
You
So-
remember what you said last time? Like, we hardly get to have a chat and talk about things like really deep and
yes.
take this moment. Like, we can really discuss about things, review things, and maybe some things we can improve.
I love this. And I think I was telling you in the car that I'm actually looking forward to hear your answer to some of the questions. So I'm excited. Yeah. I think also because of our family, busy family, 3 children, always busy at home. So we rarely get time to actually talk, discuss with each other. So that's a really good time. I love this.
I mean, we're going to talk mostly about after marriage today. Today's topic is about life after marriage, not life after death.
No, after marriage. Yeah.
Is it same or is it different?
Pretty much same, but yeah, just a bit different.
Ittaqillah. Come on. So we're going to discuss about life after marriage.
Yeah.
It feels weird because, when I was a young lad, like teenager, I'm just going to talk things a little bit unfiltered so people do understand that what I'm talking about. Especially 14, 15 years old, I used to count like, okay, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25. Like, people usually get married around 25.
You actually got married when you were 25.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
I was thinking, oh my God, it's 9 years left, 10 years left.
You're counting the years.
Yeah.
Wow. How anxious, how like impatient you were.
So I believe a lot of teenagers, that not a lot, maybe in 20, 25, things are different. People don't do this. The young kids, they don't do this anymore. They think about, I have a girlfriend. My
Yeah,
life
yeah,
is going well. So, they don't
Yeah.
really care about things.
Definitely. I know what you mean.
So, did you ever count? Like,
No, not me. No, I don't know what it was with me, but I loved my youth. This time you were saying right now, I was really busy with the things I was doing, the church back home, my studies. I was, as I told you many times, I was involved with church and doing things and stuff. So I don't know. I was going different holidays and vacations and stuff, with the church youth, with the people from the church. So I was busy. I didn't really, no, I didn't think of that. No, like counting the years. No, but I was thinking about it. Like, okay, what is it going to be like? I was sometimes, I was thinking about it, but not like counting the years or like looking forward to that. No, I was a bit scared of that, if I'm being honest.
yeah. So many people giving salam in the live. Wa alaikum salam, everyone.
Alaikum salam.
I'm really happy that you guys are here. Sorry that we're speaking English. If there is any difficulties, we will make similar topic in Bangla in the future, but we want to address.
You have to teach me Bangla first.
You know Bangla. You already learned from the audience, so don't complain.
I didn't learn too much, but yeah.
So today we're discussing about life after marriage, because we had expectation, we had so many dreams, we had so many like wishes that okay, marriage is this. People are excited. I've been counting marriage since the age of 14. So imagine
I found this out right now. I didn't know you were actually.
yeah, interesting thing is like, you know, I actually knew that I'm gonna, not knew, I told one of my friends that after there was an Olympic season and
Yeah.
happening, and there was like an Olympic champion from Romania. She was a vault, and I said,
No.
you know, if I ever get married to someone, I want to get married to a Romanian.
No way.
Yeah.
You've
That was a
never told
coincidence.
me this.
It's not like okay, I knew or something is gonna happen.
But you
But
kind of
you know, this happened in when I was a teenager. You know, it happened in a
Wow.
conversation. So today everyone knows. You know, but
yo listen. Put like think of it this way.
yeah,
Your dream came true.
you can say whatever. You know,
Yeah, no, I'm joking.
I believe a lot of things happen in my life. Blessings from Allah, and I believe it is one of them. You know, I'm not gonna say this is not a blessing. Like at the beginning of the podcast, we said life after marriage is not life after life after death. Not
Yeah.
for at least not for everyone. And I believe you need to work on it in order to make it not like life after death. A lot of conversation around groups. People say, "Oh, you got married, now you're enslaved. Oh, you have the ring, now you are handcuffed." There is a thing about
We don't have a wedding ring, by the way.
yeah, me neither. You have a ring though.
This is a ring, but it's not a wedding
Yeah.
ring.
Yeah. So people think like after getting married is a slavery or some sort of like, you know,
Yeah. And now if I say a bit from my perspective, my culture, it is the same. It is seen as the same thing as like, okay, you're married, that's it.
yeah.
You know, you're finished. Yeah. But it's
Yeah.
in reality, it's not. It doesn't have to be like that.
You know what in Bangladesh they say marriage is like kurbani. Kurbani.
Sacrifice.
yeah.
Sacrifice of what? Of your freedom. Of isn't it?
Yeah,
The
everything.
things to do whatever you want to do with your time, with anything. Wow.
But this is such a weird thing because you know like teenagers they are thinking okay they want to get married or they want to have a relationship. There's two different things, marriage and relationship. Just the physical desire and the whole thing it comes with marriage. It's two different things. And I believe it's mostly misunderstood. And because of the misunderstanding, the relationship they break very quickly because the expectation at the beginning about marriage is different. They don't even understand that okay, marriage means this, or
What
they
it-
don't
What it is.
they don't
yes.
want that from marriage. All they want is one single thing, and when that happens, and after sometimes people get bored, it doesn't work out because the desire is
just-
fulfilled. You know,
It's just a matter of really being mature to understand what marriage is. And together with being mature to understand what marriage is also about being ready for it, knowing what to expect.
yeah,
I think a lot of the youth nowadays, young people, generally speaking, Muslims and non-Muslims, they get married, and we were one of them. I'm being honest. We
Yeah.
learned along the way. But before we got married, I didn't like, okay, let me learn about marriage. What is marriage? How can I make my marriage work? You know, how can I understand my husband and my future husband? I think most of us got into marriage not knowing what to do and how to make a marriage successful.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's like these two things: maturity and getting to know, and like what to expect, and you know, getting to like kind of get ready for marriage in a way. You know.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's true. Like I would say, marriage is one of the most misunderstood topic, as you said, and it's not only that; it's one of the most responsible thing for mankind. I would
yes.
say for mankind. It's like running a corporation is one thing, like you are running a big business. Imagine some people are running the country. Being a prime minister is looking after a huge nation. But I would say in relationship is very similar. Is actually looking after a whole nation in a sense, because you have to understand that there's two human beings like Adam and Eve got together, and look what happened right now. We are billions of people. So same thing is like you have to leave a legacy for another new generation. So imagine, think yourself like you are Adam and Eve, two individuals came together, and after that there will be kids, their kids, and their kids, and then generation, and it will go on. So if you can start a legacy through marriage, it's that legacy will continue. If that starting is good, and if the intention and the effort is towards something positive, it's gonna last forever.
Yeah.
And imagine that collapse because
Because you wasn't ready for it, because
Yeah.
you didn't know what to expect and how to do it properly, and and a lot of the times it happens that what young people see
Yeah.
their parents, their grandparents, or whoever they've seen around, they kind of take role model as those people.
Yeah.
And when those people are not a good really person to be taken for example, then that's also one thing that goes wrong,
Yeah.
when you don't have a good example around you.
But it's like a chain, we can always blame our parents, but if we don't learn from it,
Yeah, no, definitely.
there's two ways
that's what I'm
it can
saying.
go. That some people say, okay, my parents did the mistake, and that's why kids are doing the mistake, because they learn from the parents. It can go completely other way, that okay, parents did the mistake, and kids, they grow up seeing that mistake and they hated it, and they want to do completely the opposite, and they want to be the change. And I
Yeah.
think that's what everyone should do.
Psychologically speaking, there is a proof, that backs up what I'm going to say right now. The fact that, generally speaking, what children see in their family, that's exactly what they will do. Generally speaking,
Yeah.
there are cases, obviously, which is gladly, that good that there's such a cases as well, where they do like what you said. They take lesson, they see the mistake, and then they say, look, I don't want to do that, and then they do better, kind of like breaking the chain. And this is what I feel like we are kind of that generation. We have just started. We're not perfect. We make mistakes,
Yeah.
but we have just started to kind of try to take lessons, and break the chain.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like, but generally speaking, there are most people, they will, because that's how it works in our brain. They will copy to what the family scene, the grandparents and so on.
But I think, breaking the chain requires education, because, how are you going to break the chain? Because you
Definitely.
learn from your parents. If you learn from your parents and you learn the mistakes, it's difficult. This is why education becomes extremely important. But unfortunately, there's no education about marriage and relationship and, bringing up kids together and, how to deal with emotion about each other, how to actually look after each other. That two different species, literally, women have their emotion a little bit different than man's emotion.
A lot different, not just a little bit. A lot different.
Completely different. And imagine you try to treat the other person same as you. It doesn't work, because that's what we think sometimes. Like, okay, I think this, and that's what I expect. So why she's not doing it? Because she expects different and we expect different. But we really have to understand each other in order to deliver according to their expectation, because it's
Exactly.
not same.
Exactly, 100%. And what you said earlier about getting some knowledge and gaining some knowledge before you actually get married, I think that's really, really, really powerful. And whereas nowadays people don't do that, and I think it's mostly a matter of, do you want to do it differently? Do you want to do it better than what you see? if you are aware of, okay, I want to do it differently, then you will gain this knowledge. You will be interested to learn, basically, yeah, and therefore you will do it differently. But if you kind of, I don't know, you're comfortable and you just go whatever will be,
Yeah.
then
Just
yeah,
I will
you
just
have to
figure
take
it out.
Yeah,
I mean, in a sense, when if you want to take that risk, is there obviously if you are confident, because we don't do this with everything. We don't take risk with our health. I mean, some people they do take. We don't take like in order to gain success in your life, anything you need to practice. You need to and have knowledge. Marriage you can't practice. I mean, you
you
see.
can't do trying before and then.
Yeah, you see your parents are doing certain things in the family, and that's what you copy. That's what I would say practicing. But other than that, we don't have a practical marriage experience, unless you
Then,
have.
like other than what we have seen our parents, our grandparents, and we we take that as okay, that's good, we can do
Yeah.
the same, but it's not always ideal.
Yeah, this is why we're doing this podcast, obviously, that people, hopefully, we can share certain things for the sake of benefit for the community and for the sake of Allah, obviously, that some people can actually understand that what we go through. We're not going to sugarcoat. There are issues in every single marriage, I believe. There is not a single marriage without issues. Even at in the house of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, things happened. Aisha radhiyallahu anha, she throw plates. Things happened.
I don't blame her.
And what I'm saying, so there's not a single household I would say is like just perfect.
No.
Every single house has issues, but it depends how people deal with it.
Yes. And, you see, as you said earlier, every family is different. And nobody knows our problems beside the people that live with us. We know our issues. We know what we go through every day. And I think it's also a matter of, what's your approach to that? What do you see that as being something all right? That's all fine. That's fine. That's okay. This is what it is. Or do you see that as, okay, that's something I have to work on. That's not right. And I want to change it,
Yeah.
So you have to have that approach and that, mind, that to look at it this way, as something, okay, something that's not right, and let me fix it, and we know, what's going on in our family. I know what's going on, and I'm trying my best. You're trying, and everybody's, if everybody's trying their best to make it better, then it will happen definitely.
Yeah. End of the day, like what you say, trying your best. Trying your best works with everything. It's not just you when you go to school. But
Exactly. So, when you open a business, you try your best.
yeah,
When you get married, you got to try your best.
yeah.
When you really, anything, even when you're buying something, you want to buy the best, right?
Yeah,
So
you do your research.
yeah,
You go
do your
online. You're
research.
checking like
Yeah. But when it comes to something so powerful like marriage, people just go into it for the sake of, okay, my parents married, I'm gonna get married. It's okay, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, but in our culture, people actually relying on their parents' experience. But sometimes, my grandma is gonna look for my wife. There is another extreme as well, So they don't even have that, like
Sense of responsibility.
yeah,
Because this is, I think, what it is also, as much as I understand what people have this, like culturally speaking, okay, my parents will look, but have a little bit of this, okay, I will check, I will have a look, I will be involved in this somehow, right?
yeah,
And I think that says a lot about a person. If you're just laid back, do your thing, my parents gonna deal with it.
Yeah.
This doesn't look right.
But
for
one
me.
thing I want to mention that is probably gonna shock you, and I know a lot of Bangladeshi people, they will hear me. It's so toxic when it comes to arranged marriage. Sometimes is people associate arranged marriage is with Islam. They think like the only way you can get married is through arranged marriage.
Yeah.
Companions, they actually like people, and they said to their parents, and they said they want to get married. People would say, "Oh no, we don't need to do that." They would say the only way
Halal way is
halal
that
way
way.
is the arranged
Yeah.
marriage, but that's
Yeah.
completely wrong. But the toxicity is not there. The problem is sometimes parents, they have a child which they couldn't actually grow them up properly. So if there is a boy with addiction, let's say addicted to some drugs or
Okay, I think I can continue. The parents expect that boy to get married and get fixed. Yeah?
yes,
Right, I knew it.
yeah.
Because this happens, yeah.
So parents, they want, okay, I'm gonna find that they tried everything. Okay, this habit is not going, the addiction is not
like a
going.
remedy.
Yeah. So the parents, they try everything, and the final solution they come across, okay, we just need to get him married and he's gonna be sorted.
That is funny as
and
well.
and guess what's the worst part? The worst part is when they are trying to look for someone, they're gonna look for someone really good, really pious, a really decent person,
How is that fair?
and they will look for a girl, or vice versa.
Vice
Either way,
versa,
it can
yeah, yeah.
happen. That person is gonna sort him out because she's so pious. She's praying 5 times a day. She follows her religion properly. And imagine the injustice. Someone so perfect, so beautiful, get to marry someone
That's really
addicted.
selfish, I would say. If
Yeah.
a parent, regardless if of a boy or of a girl, if a parent has this intention, I see that as so selfish.
Yeah.
Really selfish, just thinking of yourself. And also, you've got expectations. You want this. Who gave, how does that make you feel?
Yeah. But after that, that woman can go through abuse because the other person is
Yeah,
addicted.
It's not fair.
Or
No.
have some issues. Sometimes they're thinking like, okay, I need a punching bag for my son, so I need someone religious.
Go do some boxing.
No. Literally,
Get a sack, get a pillow and punch.
I'm saying this because I heard this from multiple people. Yeah. So they say, okay, my son is little bit,
Wild.
yeah, wild, or
And he got a lot of energy and he wants to, yeah?
yeah. And if you find someone, same as him, is gonna be a problematic because she's not gonna take all this rubbish, So the marriage is not gonna last. The only way it can happen, gonna find someone with deen, So because, the person who is religious is gonna take everything, be the punching bag.
Miraculously, just like that, like she will do a
Yeah.
magic, she will just make a dua and everything is gonna vanish.
Yeah.
He will become the best man ever.
That's what the thing, like, okay, she's gonna wake him up for Fajr, and, he's gonna
so
wake up.
Cute.
But same thing can happen that sometimes the
I find that so
daughters,
funny.
they couldn't grow them up properly. And they go the wrong direction. It can happen to anyone. It can
Yeah, of
happen to
course.
us as well.
Yeah.
It's not all the time parents' fault because the society you are living, sometimes there is,
It's the society as a whole,
As a
but
whole,
then the
yeah.
parent as an individual, because the society and then the parents and then it's everybody's fault. I think.
everybody's fault. Yeah. But
Really, because as we were talking here earlier, you need to try and kind of have that understanding to see, okay, that's wrong. Let me stop it. I'm not doing that to my son or to my daughter, to my family. Have that thinking to see what's right, what's wrong in this scenario, and
Yeah.
just make it the right way. So they do have a fault.
Yeah. But what would you recommend? Like, imagine if that is the type of people you meet and you want to address. What is your recommendation? That someone has a toxic son or daughter and they really want their life to be sorted. What would you recommend? Get them a pious woman or a jalad?
Okay, let me say, yeah, I have a very good recommendation actually.
Yeah.
And that is to educate yourself as a parent
Yeah.
and to educate your child, regardless of how old he is. He might be 25, 24, 28. Educate him. Educate him when it comes to what marriage is. Educate him when it comes to what to expect. What are his responsibilities when it comes to marriage? How is it okay to behave and is not okay to behave in a marriage?
Yeah.
So education is the key. That's it. As simple as that. If you want a good relationship, you got to get ready for it.
No, but I would say if you think marriage is the solution and, like...
It's not the solution.
I would say don't try to do don't ruin life of a beautiful person, like
Definitely.
someone really religious, and you're trying to, cross match with someone extremely not religious. It's not fair.
It's not fair on that girl
Yeah.
or on the boy, for
Yeah.
that matter, you know?
Instead, find someone like exactly his type, so he can actually see himself in the other person.
And grow together. They can grow together. Still married, if someone really, if someone needs marriage, okay, get them married, marry, and then don't get someone like Zubair said, so pious and so that person will suffer. Get someone like them, and then they will learn together. A little bit like me and you did.
Yeah.
We learn together.
Yeah, that's true. Alhamdulillah.
It's sad. It's sad to hear, and I know this happens. In certain cultures more than others,
Yeah.
where parents use other people as like like a plaster. Okay,
Yeah.
she's gonna make my son better, or he's gonna make my daughter better.
Yeah.
This doesn't work like that.
Another topic I want to bring, I know we're supposed to talk more about life after marriage, but during the time of marriage, there are certain things. Whenever interracial couple get married, this topic or this subject is always there. And I feel like we need to address these issues because it's there and it's always going to be there. People will think this way and there will be criticism around it. People say, oh, you're doing this for visa, right? Oh my God, you are so lucky. You married an European. So you're going to be British or something, like people think when interracial marriage is happening, it's always for the visa. Another criticism is like, oh, you didn't have anyone from your country? You didn't have like another girl? How would you respond to that?
I feel like people, generally speaking, they don't want to accept this fact, the fact that certain people, men and women, it happens that they like and they want to marry someone outside of their culture. I feel like certain people, they don't want to accept that. They're like, no, there must be something else. There definitely must be something else. That's why he did that, or that's why she did that. I have to deal with the exact same thing for my audience, for my people. I'm making content and I get the same things. So it's not something new. People will say things.
Oh, so what do they say? Bangladeshi people think, okay, we got married for visa. So what your people say?
They say he married you for visa.
Oh, he got married. So he still blame me. So I get blame from Bangladeshi people or like Pakistani.
Yeah.
Or they say, okay, you got married for visa. Your people say the same thing.
Yeah, they do. And they will. And so what?
Okay, so everyone is doing the same thing. So that means...
I don't know what... I want to believe that it's just the fact that they don't want to accept it. I don't want to believe there's something else. I don't know. Like some sort of... Like, whoa, I can't do it.
So
and why can't he do it? I don't know.
People can't I don't like you. I got married just for the sake of visa.
So basically you chose to live your life, the rest of your life with me, for one thing. And by the way, in a month, 2 or 3, who knows? Maybe we'll go somewhere else. Maybe we'll go somewhere else. So this visa doesn't make any...
Yeah. But unfortunately, the reality is certain situation like this happens. So I'm not going to altogether blame your people.
There are... Things happen.
Yeah.
Like many things happen. One case, 2 case. But does it mean you have to put them all in one pot?
Yeah.
That's the thing. You can't judge a nation for one situation. Just like I don't judge Bangladeshi people for something that a Bangladeshi family does. For example, yeah? Or you don't judge a Romanian country for
Or
one Romanian people.
Do you not?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Definitely no. I love people. If I see someone not doing the right thing, okay, whatever. Is their problem? I don't generalize. And I suggest and I recommend this for everyone. Do not generalize. Do not put everyone in one bowl, okay, one pot.
Yeah.
It's not fair. Because look, there are, and we're not the only one. There are marriages out there. There are families out there that are in a relationship where they're from different countries, and they are successful. They've got kids. They're happy. They travel. There's even plenty of them online. They make videos, and I think this is so important.
But people
Because
think
by
everyone is doing this for visa, and on top of that, now maybe this is trendy that okay, you can create content. You're an interracial couple, so you can create content. So is one more blame right now.
Okay. What can I say? Okay, believe whatever you want to believe. I'm not gonna. I don't think we are here to convince anybody of anything. Okay, people will believe whatever they want to believe. Arrogant people will be stuck in their ways. People that are actually clever, they will go. They will look into it. They will understand. They will. It's just a matter of individual.
Let me address the issue, really why I believe that this is happening. Because, people come with this closed mindset that marriage means marrying your own nation. They put this in their knowledge box that, okay, marriage means you need to marry, you're a Bangladeshi, you need to marry a Bangladeshi. Your marriage cannot benefit you. You're doing a marriage, the marriage should always be for the sake of marriage. But I want to defend the whole thing Islamically. Mm-hmm. Islamically, marriage can also be beneficial. Like when Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he recommended to get married with someone rich. There is nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
You're married, by the way. So marriage happened for power back in the days.
Yeah.
Like when someone needed like a king, a ruler, he saw potential. Okay. Another ruler had a beautiful daughter.
To unite
Two nations together. Yeah. So just because of that intention, do you think now they got married, that should be disrespected, or this is an invalid marriage, or the marriage is toxic right now because there was an intention of two countries becoming united?
No, definitely not.
So the same way, this is exactly what I'm trying to say, that if imagine the settlement or visa thing is there, okay? Yeah. A person came from Bangladesh. People know me in Bangladesh for like, I don't like to sugarcoat things, okay?
Yeah.
So somebody came in this country and they know the life can be really difficult if they are not settled or permanent in this country. Anyone can become settled. That's not a problem. They can get settled within 10 years. If they stay 10 years in this country, they get settled, There are so many different routes. Like some of my friends, they've been staying here more than 10 years and they are settled. But imagine they have an option right now. Okay, they like someone and the marriage happened. Now they have option. Okay, why not use the option to become settled? Is that sinister? Because now he has option to use the marriage for becoming settled in this country. Is that sinister? Are you going to say that, okay, that's horrible thing happened because the person did this, that person got married because of this, now the whole marriage is questioned?
I think it's not to blame, this specific situation you said, as long as it has a lot to do with the intention of the man, generally the man, because the man, they usually approach the girl, and sometimes it can happen from the girl as well. But this happens that when you have, so basically it's about your intention. If your intention to know this girl is for that only, then that's something, I don't know, a bit questionable. But if you genuinely like the girl, and she likes you, and she wants to to go forward and marry you and stuff like that, then that's absolute. That's like an extra gift on top of that,
Yeah.
on top of it. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Perfect. No, I don't think that's wrong at all.
And I do think like a lot of Asian people, they like Europeans more than another Asian girl or Asian man. Same thing, Asian woman can Bangladeshi.
And I know Asian women that they are married to European men. So
Yeah.
it happens either way, and it's fine.
Yeah, and same thing. European man or woman likes Asian girl,
Yeah.
and there's nothing wrong with that. But
There's this Bangladeshi girl lady in Romania married with a Romanian, yeah, and they also make little videos and stuff on social media. They're so cute.
Bangladeshi girl.
Bangladeshi girl with a Romanian man, and she makes this specific type of videos, with showing the differences and the funny bits and stuff. So it happens either way. I see them. I always comment on their contents. And yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Did I go a bit away from the subject? I don't know. Sorry.
I mean, we are actually away from the subject because I believe, a lot of issues start even before the marriage. So regardless how much we want to get inside the marriage topic, we haven't covered in the first episode. So guys, if you wanna watch the first episode, I highly recommend, because we actually talked about so many things, and there are still so many things about marriage, and some of the common questions which I'm actually covering.
Could you please cover the questions as soon as you can? I just need a minute.
Okay. So the first episode, we mainly focused on life before marriage, and we're supposed to talk about life after marriage today, but we are ending up talking more about life before marriage, because there are a lot happens before marriage which reflects on life after marriage, and we can't just skip. If we skip, then it's not gonna.
Okay.
We won't be able to explain why it's happening after marriage, these things. Yeah. So this is one of the things we just said, that people say marriage for visa, marriage for money, marriage for conquering another nation, marriage for, I don't know.
Okay.
But
yeah.
in a sense, I would say every single thing in your life
has a purpose.
Not just
No, but
has
it has
purpose.
like a, for like a reason for this and for that.
No, let me say this. What I want to say, that everything in your life, it works like this. We say I love the fish, but what we actually meant, I wanna kill the fish and eat the fish. So probably in a marriage is like I love this girl, but is basically I wanna use this girl. So love or like, in a sense, has a selfishness, regardless of no matter how much honesty we want to show, that there is a selfishness, because I see I'm going to be looked after by that person. Oh, she's going to do this benefit to me. Same thing for the girl. Like when she's talking about, oh, I love this man, but she says, oh, that man is wealthy, that man is good looking.
So do you blame her? Do you blame women for... generally speak, do you blame women for saying, I want a husband that has money? I want a husband that is from, whatever background. Yeah, you don't. Because as like you were saying, everyone, men and women, they have their own, they want something for themselves. We live in a selfish world. Everybody wants something for themselves.
Yeah.
But I think the bottom line is this: regardless of what your intention is, why you want to marry,
Yeah.
the bottom line and the foundation is this. Do you and her agree to this marriage? Do you like each other right now? Because there's no love now. Right now, there's no love. Love is now is just attraction.
Yeah.
You're attracted to her. You really like and you want her as your wife. Yeah?
Yeah.
And that's it at the moment. Does she feel the same with you? And that's it. If you guys agree, okay, let's get married, Then that's it. That's all you need. Obviously, in a halal way, yeah? You get married in a halal way, you make it right, and then from there, that's it. You have the foundation. The foundation is there. Now, on top of that, now you'll start growing. Yeah. For whatever other thing, visa, money, this and that, whatever it is, that's just like a canopy, you know, whatever is there. But you have the foundation, and which is you agreed to it, both of you together. Now it's time for you to grow, you know.
Yeah.
So as long as the foundation is there, for me, I don't see anything wrong with whatever
Yeah.
people wish.
I
out of
wanted to
it.
bring all the, toxicity around it as well. The reason why, because sometimes speaking about it, make it known to people. Some people say, some people they don't know how to address these questions, and they probably like an European, and they will never approach that person or would get married because they will be judged in their country. Okay, why there was no Bangladeshi girl,
I get the
or
same from my culture as well.
you
so.
did this for visa, so they will try to actually, regardless, they probably genuinely like
to,
someone.
to justify your choice, basically.
Yeah.
To say, oh, you've done it because of this.
Yeah, they will say, no, I don't want to, I will never look for a European girl like, Zubair and other people because of this. But all I want to say, everyone is different. And everyone is, level of knowledge is different, and understanding of life is different, family background is different. And one of the things I always say to my circle, I hang around with young people, especially going education at this age. And what I was saying, the topic, what we were saying, I got lost,
Yeah. What I wanted to say is that it depends on also, like what your intention is, as I said,
Yeah.
I've lost it as well.
Yeah.
You throw it to me.
No, because I got distracted. Obviously, like, intention is everything.
Yeah.
Without the right intention, there is nothing. That's why there's a hadith, innamal a'malu binniya. Like, everything comes with the intention. Sometimes it can be the intention is really, really sinister, really, really bad, and it can turn out to be really, really good. And that happened over and over again in the history. A thief maybe went to steal someone and then realized, okay, actually, I don't want to do that, and changed their life.
People change, yeah.
People change. Things happens. This is the reality. Life is an experience. There's a journey. It's always
It's a
different
journey.
for
It's
different
definitely
people.
a journey because, look, for example, now, one thing I wanted to say earlier, which that I forgot, is certain people, and I met people, I know people that have this vision. They have this. They say, I don't want to marry no one outside my culture. I want to marry only a Romanian. I don't want to hear or nothing about anyone else. I just want to marry a Romanian. Yeah, I've met people, and that's fine. That's okay.
Yeah.
Me, ever since I was young, a teenager, yeah, I always said, I don't care who I marry. It doesn't matter where he's from. He can be black.
Yeah.
He can be the darkest of the darkest from Chad, Nigeria, whatever. He can be the whitest it doesn't matter. For me, it never mattered where my potential husband will be from. Never. So therefore, when I met you, I was like, okay, it doesn't matter where you're from. I didn't really care, where you're from. This is not important, but people are allowed to say, look, I want to marry just from my culture. That's okay. Everyone is different. We want different things. As long as I think they're done in a right, halal way, for us as Muslims, then that's all you need.
Yeah. The main thing is keep it halal.
It's
that-
easy to slip. It's easy to, to ignore it. But yeah,
Keep it halal.
keep it halal, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Questions?
Questions?
We're still outside the marriage part. I want to actually
You
finish
had
everything.
you had some questions. Maybe you can try and give me those.
Most people are talking about they really enjoying the conversation. A lot of people from Sylhet and different part of the world joined to watch this podcast live.
That's nice.
And we are trying to do something completely different. Although we create content in Bangla most of the time, but we decided to do specifically this
right
one
now.
in English. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, otherwise Florina can't speak. There's no.
I can't keep a proper conversation in my husband's language.
Yeah.
I wish I could, but I cannot. I can speak bits and bobs.
So let's get into, what happens
Mm-hmm.
marriage. Let's say talk about our marriage. Like, do you remember the day we got married?
Yes, I remember. Oh my God, that was. I was. I felt, although I was understanding what was going on, and I agreed to it and everything. I knew what it is, but now looking back, I feel like I was such a baby in a way. I was so like, you know. It's just weird to look back because at the time I didn't have much friends in England, much family, Now I have some family, but back then it wasn't, So we had a lot of growing up to do,
Yeah.
and we still have a lot to do. But it was, yeah, it was amazing. It was great.
Yeah.
And now, if I'm being honest, I did not know what to expect. I knew what I want from you as my husband, but I did not know like exactly what to expect. Not in terms of marriage, but in terms of you being from a specific background, you being Bangladeshi or from wherever someone can be. Yeah, like they come with a specific cultural, expectations and habits and the different things. That was new for me, and I had to discover it every year, every month.
Yeah.
But that one I was not ready because I didn't know what to expect,
But
obviously.
what I was asking, especially like, the day you got married, you also took Shahada before the marriage. You remember that part?
I remember that part. Yeah, we went to the masjid. Yeah, it was. I don't even know how to describe it because it feels like so simple, yet so heavy. You know, because also my emotions and everything I was going through, I knew I wanted it. I knew I believed in it, and I wanted it. I wanted it for my life because if you remember back then, when we first met, I said, okay, I told you to step back and let me be because I was going through my own change and my own research and things that I've done, right?
Yeah.
So in terms of if I was ready to accept Islam for me because I knew what it is and I wanted it. But when it came to marriage, I liked you, and that's all I knew. And I knew that I want you to be my husband. That's all I knew.
Okay.
But then obviously with that, it came a lot of things, which I want to believe we have been discovering each one at a time, and we still have. But yeah, it was simple, but at the same time so heavy,
Yeah.
so difficult in a way.
I mean, talking about the day we got married, I really have to mention one individual. Is Arafat. If he is watching right now, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I remember.
Your revert story and other things we can talk about another day.
Another day, yeah.
But since we are talking about the day of marriage, he hosted our marriage.
did,
We didn't even get
yes.
married in our house or in the
No,
masjid.
it was in their house. Yes, I
Yeah.
remember. There was, the lady was so both of them were so welcoming. I loved it.
When people get married in this country, there are so many different types of marriage. Sometimes people get married over the phone. The girl is in Bangladesh or boy is in Bangladesh and the other person is in this country. And, the family, they made the communication and the connection. And now, they do the ceremony and the whole thing over the phone.
Yeah.
And sometimes it happens in the masjid because both family are here.
It happens in any way as long as it's valid.
But for
And that's
our
fine.
case, it was so strange because I have nobody in this country,
had-
no relative. I had few friends, but most of them are working and busy, except Arafat on that day and few other friends, few other elder brothers who
Can I ask you something? Now we're going a bit off the subject.
yeah.
Can I ask you what was your expectations when it came to marriage, to marrying like me? Like generally speaking, marriage. What did you expect? And you knew that I wasn't Bangladeshi, right?
Yeah.
What did you think? How did you think your life is going to be like? What did you expect? Because right now, I'm trying to empathize and to like basically put myself in your shoes.
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
Um,
So like basically, what were you? What
see,
was your expectations?
we are
What-
calling this podcast half a deen, half a drama, but most of the time people talk about half a deen. And let me say few backgrounds again, pre-marriage, because it's gonna be like, yeah,
hand in hand.
hand in hand. Um, before marriage, first of all, because you were not Muslim and you took Shahada. And I mean, if you didn't take Shahada, then probably marriage would take longer. But it wasn't the only thing I was waiting for anything. But I knew that I really liked you. And I think I told you after 6 days after I see you, like I was like, yeah, Florina, I think I want to get married. We should get married, and we should start a family.
Okay.
My whole thing was in my head is like, okay, I want to get married at the age of 22 or 23.
Why did you want to get married so early?
I wanted to have a good relation with my kids. And for me, when I was looking for someone, if I looked into many different girls, like, okay, that person, okay, maybe. But I couldn't find a person, mother of my kids.
And you found me from Romania.
Yeah.
Like
So
how did you?
marriage came in my head when I found, okay, this person can be the mother of my kids. There are certain elements.
Can I ask you?
Yeah.
You knew I'm from Romania. You did not know how Romanian women are mothers. How are their mothering style? How are they in the mother role?
I saw
So what did
when
you
I
see in
went
me?
to your auntie's house, Auntie
Okay.
Juliana, I saw the community. I saw the bond. I saw her care for her children. No matter how difficult thing was there, this is why I always talk about Auntie Juliana and Uncle Florin, because
They had an impact
impact
on
me,
us
yeah.
at that time when we had nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will always respect them.
And the same applies to your friend. What's his name again?
Arafat.
Arafat. Yeah, because they were there when we were in our beginnings, and people tend to remember whenever whoever were around them when they
Yeah.
go through a difficult time. That's something.
And you
common.
gave me fish and Mama Liga, and those things like really, really touched me. I felt like she can be mother of my kids.
Oh
definitely.
my God, you're gonna make me cry.
Also because, Uncle Florin,
Say, don't cry.
when he saw me bringing your luggage and helping you, he wanted to have a chat instead of like, okay, yeah, is that someone you are seeing or something?
Yeah,
he
yeah,
didn't, he wasn't like this kind of thing. He wanted to, I felt very, his conversation was a little bit Islamic, He wanted us to get married, start a family, and he was saying...
Because he knew that me, and
Yeah.
he knows us, me and my sisters, he knew that when we meet someone, we don't have any other intention other than
Yeah.
getting married.
Yeah.
So he knew us. That's why if he would know that we are just going around, he would treat you like one of those
Yeah.
individuals.
I never had a conversation with any girl's family in the past that who actually talked about, oh, this girl is this. If you marry her, she's the best of this family. Things like nobody ever told me these kind of things about their own daughter or someone they dear. So Uncle Florin is like one of the most respected person in my life because of this, and Auntie Juliana. And that really touched me. And, I'll probably send this footage to Uncle Florin to see that who really he is in my life,
Yeah.
Another thing, like the day of marriage we were talking about, Arafat has been amazing, and he cooked biryani.
Yeah.
He did invite friends and even his wife. was helpful. You know, it was
it
the
was nice.
marriage in this country is cold, but we, with the people around us, they try to make it as warm as possible. That's what I
And we
felt.
will always value those people. Um, yeah, I think, as I said earlier, it's important when when you're going through some situation in your life and you feel alone, and if you have some people with you, then you will remember them for the rest of your life. So
Yeah.
that's what I think is the case with us. And now let me just go to what you said about, you felt this from my uncle and my aunt. Was it a shock for you that they were behaving like this with you, and they showed you this type of like kindness and everything, and they kind of included you and wanted, they had this
Yeah.
intention with you? Was it a shock for you knowing that, okay, I'm from Romania, and in Romanian
Okay,
they're
let me
Europeans and they're a bit cold? How did you feel about it?
I will give you two different answers. Yeah, one is for my audience and one is for you. You know, if it was in Bangladesh, people would expect that the girl's uncle would come with a stick and, chase the guy and beat the guy. That's like the type of relationship in Bangladesh. Like everything is hidden and something like weird. Like a man should never help the girl.
Wait. Hit
Instead-
the boy, the man. Why? What? I don't get it.
I mean, like imagine someone you see. Let's say someone is helping your daughter.
Yeah.
How would you react? Or our daughter's uncle.
Okay. I would say I would appreciate it. Thank you. That's
Yeah.
it. And
But in Bangladesh, if someone see a young man, likes her and this,
they'd go behind them and like
yeah,
chase them and
they will chase them.
like sure.
Yeah. In some cases, like I have.
Wow.
I don't want to bring
Yeah,
terrible
yeah.
stories here. Not everyone,
Yeah.
but
I think like generally speaking, people
generally
do that.
speaking, yeah. But this is also shown
Culturally.
in the movie for too much.
Yeah.
I think
and-
people
and
like to live in that movie and the drama. And
I'm telling you, a lot of the people, not just Bangladeshis, but a lot of Asian, Europeans are a bit different.
yeah,
A lot of Asians, they want to live the drama. They love it. They see it and they want to apply it.
Yeah.
I want that love. Chora liya hin tum, you bump into each other. They want that.
yeah.
That's not reality, guys.
Yeah.
Really.
I mean, I think people no. That's another extreme from the movies.
Yeah.
But that's what happens. A lot of time.
Not really.
But the other answer.
A lot of times, a lot of the times it happens.
No. I'm saying, I'm saying like when the girl's family chased the man or man's family, But on the other hand, what happened when I saw a European family is so inclusive, bringing me inside the family. Then it was a shock for me. Like
Okay.
I thought, Europeans are not like that,
Wow.
Another thing is like, I'm inclusive inside the family.
Included, yeah.
Oh, how nice this man is. How nice this person is,
I didn't know they're like that.
I felt like I'm already married. Imagine, he just invited me just because he's being nice.
Oh.
But because I'm Asian, instead of getting chased by a stick, I got welcomed. I thought, okay, now I need to get married with her.
Wow. Okay.
Her family wants me to marry. I don't know. This can be explained in so many different ways.
Yeah.
But as I said,
Yeah, I think like Romanians, for example, they have values. They have
Yeah.
family values. They respect. They love. They include people. Okay, you have good intentions, then come and sit with us, and okay, tell us what your plans are. We'll help you get there together. It's like, and also when it comes to other people, they're inclusive. They're accepting. There are people here and there, one or two, that they have this whatever, but generally speaking, we are taught to welcome other people
Yeah.
that are different, and just accept them and just learn about them, And the family values, that's a whole different stories. We have,
Yeah.
great family
so
values.
this is what I saw in Uncle's house. I saw the family values there, welcoming, and all these things made me like, yeah, this is it. So the day of marriage was like very special day for me. The overall, like from there coming to uncle's house, back in his house again, and that family never questioned this marriage. That family never said, why this man?
Like critically
Yeah,
thinking.
critically. Or that family, Uncle Florin never asked me, are you marrying for visa or any kind of these things, you know? Today is Sunday. I'm going to go see Uncle Florin. So what I'm saying, that this is so, this was a shock for me. And
That you wasn't like questioned.
but
or
not
like
everyone's
expected
marriage is
something
same.
else.
This is why we're discussing that what went really well, alhamdulillah, and what went really well, that we actually created a nice bond.
On the other hand, I know one case, Bangladeshi man, Romanian woman, woman. Two people, Bangladeshi and Romanian. I know a case, personally, I know it. They were together, they got married.
Yeah,
She whatever she tried to do, she did whatever she tried. But then after a few months, she like, screw it, I'm done, I'm gone, you know. So it's also about it's a matter of your intention as well, you know. Like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
yeah.
Because you have different expectations of it. You
But I
know?
see people see us on social media, especially from Bangladesh, and they think, wow, this marriage worked. So that means it's going to work for everyone.
No.
Sometimes people are thinking, okay,
Just like not every Bangladeshi marriage works or Romanian marriage works. No, there's no such thing as these specific ones will always work. Some
No,
will work, some will
I
not.
think they are thinking, okay, if I get married with a Romanian, there's a more chance because I see multiple people.
Well, how about the girl I just told you about? That she left the marriage. She said, "I'm not happy. I'm gone."
Yeah,
She didn't like. You don't want one like her, do you?
yeah, exactly. So there are all type of people. Not everyone is Florina. Not everyone is Zubair.
Exactly.
Mm.
There's beautiful Bangladeshi ladies. There's beautiful Bangladeshi men, Romanian women, the Romanian men, any
Yeah.
kind of human being, really. English people I met that are
Yeah.
really family, towards family.
Yeah,
Amazing.
there are greedy people. There are toxic people
In every culture.
in every culture and society. So, importance is keep your intention pure. Do your side. If you have a shock from other person, maybe you misjudged. So try to be a little bit understanding about other people, reading other people. That okay, I think like what I did with Florina, I was literally try to gather the information that if she's the right person to start a family.
Whereas me, on the other hand, in
Yeah.
that while you were trying to figure it out, I was just enjoying it. I was just being myself. I was just being genuine and just doing my thing, while you were just trying to think, okay, then, I get it. You're the man.
I'm
You're trying-
analytical, even if I buy a screwdriver, I'm analytical. Like,
Yes,
okay,
yeah. It's
I
just a
go
man
through the
thing, I think.
specs and everything. You know,
Yeah.
when I see everything is ticking the boxes, then I say, okay, press the button. So I believe that's exactly what happened. In terms of what can I say? So then we got married. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. It's been a long time.
So what was the first shock after the marriage?
It wasn't a shock. It was something I loved, which is obviously the first thing will have to be because you're eating. Yeah, you have to. The first thing you do is you eat. Okay, you eat together. Yeah. Okay, I started to cook Bangladeshi food. Oh my God, it was good. It was good. It took me time to look up some recipes. Ask Amu, how do you call this? How do you cook this? How do you cook that? She would say it to you, and then you would tell me. So there wasn't a shock, but I had to learn how to cook. Obviously certain recipes. I love Bangladeshi food.
So you didn't have like a shock after the marriage, any kind of shock, like, oh, that's so weird, and about a Bangladeshi man.
No. There was no shock whatsoever. And I'm telling you, up until today, we are many years together. I didn't have a shock. There were certain things regarding your culture that I personally, up until today, I will not agree with.
Me or my culture?
Your culture
Okay.
that I will not agree with. But you have got things as well, maybe, in my culture that you don't agree. But for me, it only has to do with things that contradict with Islam. If certain people do certain things that will go against Islam, and what I know that's being halal and being recommended, I will reject those and I will say I don't like those. I don't want to know about it or practice it in any way. But that was it. Just a bit of cultural things that I reject, but nothing to do with you. But nothing else, nothing more than that, really.
Mhm.
And, no, there wasn't a shock. I think up until today, it all came like natural.
That's good to know. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think the way you are as an individual as well, you try to learn about people and you try to make justice when it comes to how I feel, to how other people feel. You're the type of person that you want them, everybody, to feel happy and to feel included and to feel at ease,
Yeah.
So that made it easier for me.
I think it's extremely important to understand what marriage is. As a man, it's more important than a woman
I
because
agree.
man is the guardian in the family, and sometimes woman is the guardian. I don't think there is anything wrong with it. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he married elder than him, and he actually went to her for suggestions. And like when he was not sure, even after the revelation first came, he actually went to her and explained, and
He wanted
she gave
he sought
guidance.
some advice, yeah.
I wouldn't say man has to be always like, but there is a lot of responsibility on man. Mhm. I would say man or woman. It can be either way. Like the person who is
women
elder. I would say the person who is elder, but sometimes it doesn't. It's not actually about the
It's
age.
not about the age. No. I think
So finding
men
who.
and women have different responsibilities.
Okay.
They're just different. It's equal, but they're just like we are as human beings. Allah made us different, right? You
Yeah.
are different as a man, and I'm different as a woman in every way.
Yeah.
The same, I think, comes with the responsibilities. You've got different ones, but I've got different ones. And there's no such thing as your last word is the last, A woman can easily make a point if the husband sees that point is actually better and that's actually good.
Yeah.
He doesn't put himself down by accepting that
Yeah.
suggestion. So I think it's just a matter of being mature, emotionally intelligent, and just work together with the person near you, close to you, your wife or your husband, to make it good, to make it
But you see
beneficial.
videos going viral all the time that completely showing these kind of shocks. And I believe to some extent it is real. The man wants to hang around outside. They want to go with the boys. And the wife is saying something, but she never mean it. She's saying, yeah, the man say, are you hungry? She say, no, but she's hungry. The man goes buy his own food and
Yeah.
she takes a bite. How much is that real?
I think that has some sort of truth in there. It has a bit of it because I think it has to do with how are women different than men, right?
Yeah.
And how are women different? For example, when you said, when a husband asks the wife, are you hungry? Women usually, they expect you to know, okay, yes, I do want something, but that's not, that's only because we're different. So I think if you learn how I'm different and if I learn how you're different, then we're able to get along and to understand each other and actually not you go and bring your food and eat in front of me. I will say no, and then you will go and you'll bring me something and we'll eat together without even saying a thing. Just, okay, honey, this is for you. So it's just a matter of understand that we are different.
This is why at the
We
beginning I
see
said
things
life
different.
after marriage.
Yeah.
You need to understand but not understand. But
No,
if
you need
don't
to
understand, but you still understand.
That's exactly what I said earlier. It's a matter of knowing how a woman works and how a man works and how do they want to be looked after, and understood and in a relationship.
But to be honest, every woman is different as well. I believe that not everyone is like that. Some people might
Like
be
what?
like, okay, they like to be straightforward, saying, yeah, I want to eat, and you bring food. I don't want to eat, you don't bring food, and It's fine.
99% of women are the same.
All right. So, yeah, life after marriage. It's a long topic. We actually just roll into this,
Yeah.
and I think we should continue this in the next podcast.
Yes.
So, everyone, thank you so much for being with us. So many things we tried to cover, and still we have missed so many things.
Mm.
The whole purpose is to remind each other that what is most meaningful in our relationship, and we've been practicing so far, and also sharing with the community. So if anyone wants to bring, wants to learn, and
I think it's also a matter of raising awareness of, look, there is this couple here, this married, man and woman that's married. We've been living together for many years. We've got 3 kids. It's just, basically, look, there are marriages out there that are working, and how we did it, what worked for us. It might not work for you, but you actually, you can at least see, how we made it work and everything.
yeah. So any last words?
No, I just want to say thank you to everyone, and hopefully this was in any way or another
Long
beneficial.
discussion.
Hopefully it was,
Yeah.
if not beneficial, at least, you
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
I can see still 14 or 15 people still watching. Thank you so much for staying all the way until the end. I want to know who are the ones still watching. Please write any comment so I will know next time that you actually watched from the beginning to the end. And I hope you guys will follow and listen to the next episode where you're going to talk about life after marriage, really talk about life
Yep.
after marriage.
Definitely. I enjoyed it. I loved
Okay.
it.
So
Thank you
you so much.
much.
Take care.
Bye. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.